Om Namah Shivaya. 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 In order to have a deep meditative experience, one has to learn, as Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, to keep the external world external. The external world is already external. One can argue. But yet, one knows that there is an active, live, internal world that comes in the way of dhyana, meditation. I visualize a range of mountains. In relation to these mountains, I find that I am objective. The mountains evoke in me an appreciative, non-demanding, contented, accepting person. I don't want the mountains to be either short or tall. They are as they are, and I have no problem with that. Next, I visualize a river. Again, In connection to the river, I find myself being a non-demanding, appreciative, objective, contented person, an accepting person. I do not wish the river to be bigger or smaller. I don't wish for it to flow faster or slower. I'm happy with how it is. Can I have the same objectivity and appreciative attitude with regard to people? Perhaps people in general, this is possible as long as one does not have racial, ethnic, gender prejudices. What about people close to me? I now visualize the mother. This is how she is. She was, in my perception. Immediately, I can see a difference between the mountain and the mother. Mountain outside, mother both outside and loaded inside the head in the form of care, anxiety, expectations. This is the internalized mother. This is what Lord Krishna wants one to offload before sitting for meditation. How to do that? I acknowledge this is how mother is, mother was in my perception. Words in my perception is wonderful to add. It takes away the pressure that I could be right or I have to be right. Perception can be wrong or right. It does not matter. This is how mother was, mother is in my perception. Retaining the love and the care for the mother, I let go of the expectation she will change or she should have been different. How can this be made possible? By granting her the freedom to be whoever she is, whoever she was in my perception. The extent I'm able to grant her the freedom to be whoever she was, she is the extent I can be free to let go to accept however she was, she is. My heart is free, and I can begin to discover the appreciative, non demanding, accepting, and contented person in relation to the mother, father. Next, I visualize the father. This is how he was, he is in my perception. Retaining the care, the love for the father, I take the time to give him, to grant him the freedom to be however he was, however he is. Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om. Significant other or anybody currently in your life, friend, child, anyone. Visualize the person. This is how the person is. Take the time to grant them the total freedom to be however they are in your perception. See how, in so doing, you are able to free yourself to be more compassionate, more accommodative, more objective. If one has not able to let go completely, one can pray. Whatever one has not been able to let go, all those expectations, I lay at the feet of the altar that is the Lord. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagnikalaya Kalagni Rudraya Neelakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Sriman Mahadevaya Namaha. I let go. Hey Bhagavan, my subjectivity, my difficulty in transcending, in offloading the internalized people in my life, only you can take care of. I lay this subjectivity at your feet. Grant me the ability to change the things that I can. Grant me the courage to know what they are. Grant me the acceptance to change the things I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference of what I can and cannot change. Om Namaha, Om Namaha. Om Namaha. Om. Now I can do the same thing with the body. This is how the body is. Bhagavad Srishti, a creation of the Lord, the Goddess. So many things about it I cannot change. Height, general weight, color of skin, predilection to certain ailments. This is how the body is. The body is outside because I can watch it. The body is also internalized in the form of wishful thinking, frustration, fear, anxiety. I grant this body the freedom to be what it is. This is how it is. Immediately there is a relief because I come close to being free of carrying the burden of changing something that is not in my hands. It leaves me free to meditate, to pursue self knowledge. The body is a gift of Bhagavan, will be taken care of by Bhagavan. And when the time comes to leave, will be easily dropped with the help of Bhagavan. Ananyashchintayanto mam ye janaः paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. I make a sankalpa, a decision, to not carry things that are not my burden. I did not make this body. It has carried itself so far, with a little help perhaps. I can at best maintain it. Hey Bhagavan, grant me the wisdom of how to take care and manage this body and fine tune this body to make it a fitting vehicle for moksha. Moksha yatanam shariram. Let me eat in order to live, not live in order to eat. Bless me with health and longevity so that I can robustly pursue Atmajnana. Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om. Now the mind again I did not make this mind. It has been given to me to enjoy this Jagat, to have an animated life, to perceive all the things there are. And yes, most importantly, it is the place where the knowledge of the I shines, a receptacle of knowledge. Yet the mind seems elusive and difficult to catch, as Arjuna observed. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balabadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Difficult it is to catch the mind. But as Lord Krishna says, it can be tamed, managed with the help of abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa, sadhana, the practice of sitting with oneself and getting to know that I is not the sum total of the body, mind, sense complex. This is how the mind is. It moves, it cannot stay in one place many times. It's tired, it's restless, it's happy, it's sad. Who is the watcher of the mind? The watcher, I, of the various states of the mind, is a simple conscious being. Whose nature is appreciative, non demanding, contented, accepting person. That is my natural state. That is who I want to be, and that is who I already happen to be. I let go. I acknowledge that I'm tired of controlling things that are out of my hands. I acknowledge that the control makes me more anxious, more exhausted, more fearful, more dejected. Control, controlling is not my nature. I am Satchidananda. free of all control. Who can I control when there is nothing else but me? Nothing else but Ishvara. I let go. I let God be in charge. It is easy to be myself. It is comfortable to be myself. I enjoy being myself because it is effortless. If you are comfortable being yourself, you can acknowledge that in so many words. I am happy being myself. I'm comfortable being an appreciative, non demanding, accepting, contented, and objective person. This means that I do not need any comforting from outside. In fact, I can be a source of comfort to others. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.